Had lived. I'm sorry, had. Have lived. Yeah. Turn the page. Thank you guys. Fantastic. Do you guys feel comfortable with the past tense versus the present perfect? You okay?
I have a question.
Good. Yeah, you have a question?
Can I ask someone the last
Just a second.
simple past?
Okay, hold on 1 second. What's you? Oh, he's okay. Now, Umar, you do know you're supposed to do that at home, right?
Huh?
You realize you're supposed to do this at home. Did you do this at home?
No.
Okay. Okay. All right. What?
Can I ask someone in the past, simple past, and they give me the answer in present perfect?
Possibly. So I could ask somebody about a past event, right?
Someone
Did you? Yeah. So I could ask a question like, was he at the party? And so that's a simple past, right? So in my answer, of course, I would probably say, yes, he was at the party. But if I want to say he was at the party, but something was like true up till the present, can you think of a way to use the present perfect?
Up to now.
Yeah, he's.
If the action happened in the past or the story?
Yeah, so it happened in the past, and it's still true of right now about the party. So I could say something like, he has, maybe it's the next day, and I had a party at my house, and you came over looking for a buddy, right? And you say, hey, was Tom here last night? I could say something like, yeah, he has been here all night. See, he came at the party, the guy you're looking for, he came last night to the party. He was so tired, couldn't drive, man. He asked if he could stay in my guest room. I said yes. So he's still here in the morning when you came looking for him. He's sleeping in the other room over there. Right? We're all good buddies. Okay? Does that make sense? Yeah, good question. Okay.
Teacher. Why here the answer? When did you move to Los Angeles? And the answer here we answer last year. Last year, Los Angeles is the third city we have lived. Why we say have lived?
Yep.
What question?
So
Because the question here
yeah, it's the last one.
is dead.
Yeah, it's the last one. So the interviewer says, when did you move to Los Angeles? So if you look at the timeline, they're blah, 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 they're talking, right? And she asks, when did you move to Los Angeles? So she's going to answer, last year. So sometime in the past, last year, they moved. Now the question is, it says, the answer, last year, so last year, Los Angeles is. Okay, what tense is that, by the way? Simple present.
Simple present.
Now, I told you we use simple present to just state a fact. Remember, simple present looks like this, right?
Yes.
It's just a fact. It doesn't really say anything about time other than it alludes to the fact that I still live there. It's a fact that I live in Los Angeles. But she says, Los Angeles is the third city we blank we lived in. Can you live in all those cities at the same time?
Yeah.
See, the person, if I'm asking you, hey man, how long have you lived in Indianapolis? Let me ask you a question. You can tell me, right? I moved here last year, but the truth is we're talking, it's logical.
I'm living here.
Right now.
Yeah.
See
okay.
that?
Why we use present perfect? Why we didn't use simple present?
Simple past?
No, present continue.
Well, we should use present perfect.
We are living in.
Why didn't we make it continuous?
Yeah.
So, let's see. Last year, Los Angeles is the third city we... Because, listen, it's the third city, right?
Yes.
So here's LA, right? She doesn't tell us, but at some point last year, maybe she lived in Indy. Maybe she lived in New York. Well, she did. She lived in 2 different cities. And so listen, if you make this continuous, Los Angeles is the 3rd city we have been living in. Well, the problem is the have been living, it happened in 3 different places. You don't want to say that you have been living. You can't live in 3 places at the same time. Can you? No. So it started, it stopped. It's a repeat, not a continue. They stopped. They lived in Indy for a while. They moved to New York. They lived in New York for a while. They moved. Now, presently, when the question's asked in the present, see, we want to show that all 3 of those happened in the past, but presently, they moved a year ago to LA, and they're still in LA. See, if you go continuous with it, it means you can't live in 3 places all at the same time. That's what happens. It doesn't make sense. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, I